everyone, this is November 11th, 2019, on Monday. Miss Legacy's birthday is today. Yay! We celebrated last night, and I purchased her a nice, beautiful winter coat, and it was too small for her. So we gave it to Miss Everly, her sister. She'll grow into it, and then I have to order Miss Legacy another coat. So a shout out happy birthday to Miss Legacy today. Well, last night Miss Legacy and I worked on this cute little snowflake hanger. Everyone's making them, easy to process, easy to complete. However, I am interested in the star, and I'm also interested in the Star of Bethlehem. The first thing I'm going to show you is my Star of Bethlehem. And this is what I came up with. Very easy, simple, not finished yet, because what I am going to do, I'm not going to leave the curly Q right here. I'm not going to leave those. I'm going to cut those out. And then the ones up there at the top. So then we have a really cute, fine line Star of Bethlehem or Star of David, whichever you prefer. And the reason for this was, look back on my video where I took that Virgin Mary statue that I picked up at Walmart's for $7. It's huge. It's like a 20-pound statue. And I acrylic paint poured on her, and it took me 3 days. Well, anyway, she's out in the garden and out in the yard, and this star will be placed behind her and lit up, either with white lights or yellow lights, or both. If I can find yellow lights, I will do it. And if I can't, I'll use white lights. But this is my prototype, and I'm going to take you in my craft room now, because this is out on my floor, and show you how I created the peaks. And it's very simple. And like I said, I will be cutting 4 of the hangers. I'll be cutting the hanger part, the hook part off. Okay? So let's continue. And subscribe. And thank you for joining me today on Legacy. Well, here we are back in my craft room with the fluorescent light and limited space on the table. But we'll try to make sense of this. I just came up with this today, learning to make this star. And this is how I do it. Okay? Dollar Tree sells these cute plastic hangers. They have the little lingerie hooks right here. Okay, now you can use these with the lingerie hooks, or Dollar Tree sells the hangers that don't have that little indentation. It just is a straight line, whatever. It just depends on what you want to do. First off, two hangers. The hooks facing towards you. Okay? Hit them together and then go across and hook. Push it with your hand. So it's like this. And see how it points at the top? Let's do this again. 2 hangers facing you. Right? Go across, hook, point it together at the top. So you create another peak. This is cute. That's number 2. Once again, here we go. Right? Cross, cross. Oops. Sorry. Let's do this again. Cross, cross, point. Do this one more time. We need 4 of these. Now I only have 2 hangers left, so let's demonstrate what I do with the pattern. I have a limited space, but let's see what we can do. So, make sure they're on the flat side, and the hooks are now facing down and inward towards the center, okay? Or this one's still facing you. So we'll place this up here, okay? Flat side, right there, and then the flat side on this side. These, you do need space for these. Best for you to work on the floor when you're playing around with this, okay? All right. And these are huge, and that's what I want. And that's what I want. So you have pointing, pointing, pointing. Then the other one you make goes this way. All right. Now I said that the hangers I have in the middle, they're going to be like this. Okay. I'm going to see where I hook them. But I want that center point to highlight more of the cross section. So I place this way. I'm going upward, or you can go downward. It doesn't really matter. As long, because we're going to cut these hooks off. So even if you did it that way, you know. This hook gets cut off, that hook gets cut off, and then we have two more, okay? And then that hook and that hook will get cut off. How easy is it to cut these hooks? I don't know. I'm learning right along with you all. So let's see if I can cut it with some shears and get it started. Yep, I did. And I broke it. And then I threw it at myself. Okay, so just trim this. You don't want it tight. I mean sharp. You don't want it sharp. And if you're left with that and you don't like it, we're going to have to get some clippers and clip that. I do have clippers. Have to find them. But this is what we do to make the star, the basic Star of Bethlehem. Okay? Now, if you wanted to make a regular star, you would just have to create two more. And then you bring these up. Okay? And then you have one set here, and then you have one set here, and then you have yourself a star. You don't do anything for the center. It's just a basic star. And where you want to hook these, so I'm not going to sit here for a whole hour and hook everything. What I'm going to do is use fishing line and tie them on so they're completely invisible. I suggest you use zip ties for your project. But you want to hook here where the big fat joints joint together. Okay, and then also up here, you want to hook it. You want to put some type of, anchor in there so that it doesn't come apart. All right, and then if you really wanted to, you have to hook it here and here. So you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 zip ties. Okay, on one section. So you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have four zip ties. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zip ties. Right? Now, I'm going to put these back like I'm doing the cross. And I'm taking this hanger that I just broke the hook on. I'm still going to trim it up, but I'm just wanting to show you. going to sit about right there. So, like I said, where the joints are, you're going to hook right here. You want to hook it. The second one will be across. You want to hook it right there. There's 4 levels right there. That's where you want to hook it for a zip tie or a pipe cleaner, or I'm going to use fishing line. Alright? Then you want to put these 2 together. So you want to hook it right here. Tie it right here. Right? And then your other 2, follow it on the bottom. Same way. You have to remember to always hook everything and tie everything with the fat part of the joints first. And then you can go in if you want to, depending on where you want it. Some people even would hook it right here. But I feel if you hook it here and here, it's going to be fine, and then you're hooking it up there. But some people might want to do that. It's up to you. Okay? I'll trim up my 4 hooks that's out in my living room. I'll trim up those hooks and we'll go from there, okay? Alright, playing around before I actually make my cross or my Star of Bethlehem. Look at this. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of your triangles that you created. And look, you have a huge snowflake or even a larger star. You don't have to place anything in the center. You just hook everything together, tie everything together at the thicker parts of the hangers, like I said, and then wherever else you think is necessary. So there's an idea right there. Now I will come up with another idea. Just a minute. Welcome back. All I did was remove one of these cute little triangles and we have the star. The regular primitive type star. The USA star. Okay? There you go. You don't need anything in the center. You know, maybe something dangling or whatever. But there you go. You have yourself a really easy DIY star. You know, if you don't want to do the snowflake, and it is very difficult at first, believe me. For someone that crafts as long as I have, for 30 some odd years, it was hard the first time. And then I had Miss Legacy help me, so she would, you know, tighten up them zip ties too tight on me at first. This is really not that bad, and it's cheaper too. So there you go. I might even play around and show you one more idea. Who would thought I'd be crafting on my floor? Okay, another idea. You see where these connect? Right here and right here. You're gonna, after you attach and tie these 2 hooks to this, and then you tie it on the top, you're going to have to cut a slit right through here, okay? And then you're going to have to cut a slit through this one. Use some wire cutters, use a Dollar Tree hacksaw, whatever, okay? And then you're going to connect them together like this. Alright, now I can't do that right now because these are the ones that I need for my Star of Bethlehem. But once you slide them together like that, you will have yourself a cute little Christmas tree form. Okay? Believe me, it'll stand up, and then all you have to do is wrap garland around it. Well, first you'd want to place your lights. Like anything that you create that you want to add lights to, you always add the lights first before you cover the lights over. A lot of people won't do that because when we buy Christmas trees, you know, they're already green when you buy them, and then they wrap the lights around it. So it just seems like common sense to put the garland up and all that on these smaller little frames, but it's better to place the lights first. That way you could turn the lights on and you can just see how bright it will be. And then once you start surrounding your lights with garland, you'll see that it gets darker. So, and it's up to you. That's the way I would do it. But if you cut those slits to allow this form to slice into one another, you have yourself a freestanding Christmas tree frame. Or, and you heard it here, I have another idea yet with these clothes hangers. Okay? I wish I could make all these ideas, but I can't, because I'm just making my Star of David. You have the 2 and then the 1. Okay? What's that look like? Other than it can be another cross, right? And this from this simple form that I'm showing you today. Okay? Look at that. Yes, you're going to have to connect the middle. But you see it? Now let's remove the top. Tell me, what do you see? And say you had a styrofoam ball at the top. What would it be then? An angel. Yeah, you have your basic frames right here with the Dollar Tree hangers. It's up to you now, in your color code, your imagination, to apply the material over the hangers and through the hangers and whatever you want to do. What do you think? A styrofoam ball, once you were to connect these 3, what I would do is find one that you think will look nice, that size, maybe I'd say 7-inch. It'd probably be, what you do is measure the whole hanger and then divide it in half, and that's about the size of the ball you want for a head. If it's styrofoam, you can place wire up inside that styrofoam, and then you can hook the wire around the frame, and that will not fall off. Okay? Now, if you were placing this against the wall, it'd be half a styrofoam ball. So, you know, if you found yourself a styrofoam ball, you cut it in half, you can make yourself 2 angels, one next to each other. And like I showed you here today at Legacy's Little Luxuries, the simple little triangle pattern can make all these designs. Cool, huh? Yeah, let's get working back on my floor and let's have some fun. Okay. Neat. I might have to run the dollar store again and get some more hangers, because I like the angel idea. I really do. Guess what? I seen another idea. What's this look like to you? Well, to me, since I do create with them a lot. Oh, there's my foot. Peacock Wings. You find yourself a cute little peacock without the plume on it. This could be the plume. And add your colors to it. In fact, I think this isn't wide enough. Let's grab this one and make this just a little bit more prettier. So it's a majestic peacock. What do you think? You have yourself that peacock when he fans out all those feathers. That majestic peacock that's trying to entertain the females. There you go. Now, if you also look at this, if you were to go around with 1, 2, 3, how many do I have here? 4? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. 4 more, you have yourself one of these. But it's not going to look like that. But it will be a snowflake. And then you would just have to, like I said, everywhere there is a thicker joint on these hangers, you have to connect. And then you can ad-lib and connect to where else you want to do. That's on you. A lot of people like to secure their things because of where it's going to be placed. I'm using fishing line when I make my cross, okay, because you can't see it. When I create my crafts like this, I use fishing line a lot. And I have to then hook up lights to it as well. And I'll probably use little wires, little white wire or fishing line again before I actually set it up outside. But that's what I use, okay? Let me show you. Can you see the fishing line right there? No, you cannot, but you can see the zip tie. Okay? Whether you get white or whatever, I'm going to use multicolors just to put that part together right there. But up here, I use fishing line to attach it. You might be able to see a little piece right there. Okay? Now, fishing line can hold weight. If you can reel in, 9-pound smallmouth bass, like I have, this line will keep everything together. Well, once again, this is my snowflake, but I'm going to get the Dollar Tree plastic fake white trees that come in a box, and then I'm going to create another snowflake out of that and then place it on top of this one. So actually, in all reality, the colored zip ties will be covered. Okay, all you'll see on my snowflake is this top part. So that's why I use the zip ties for in the middle there. Alright, let's get these back together now, and I'll get my Star Bethlehem finished up today. And then I can go out sometime and find me some yellow lights or white lights. About 100, a set of 100 to create that beautiful backdrop I want for behind my Virgin Mary statue outside. Wasn't sure if you wanted to see me tie these pieces together by fishing string, but because you can barely see it, the string, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just tying these areas, and sometimes I even go around it because I cut a really good sized length fishing line. What's it going to hurt? You're not going to see it. And tie it, and then I clip it, and then up here place these together. And I'm not tying here, I'm tying here and here. Okay, just get some fishing line. Tie it. Go around it a few times. Yeah, this is a time-consuming project, but this is going outside and it's going to last me all winter. We get high winds outdoors in the winter here in Michigan. Get a lot of wet, rain, damp, cold, frozen. So zip ties are good too. I can't see spinning. money on them for something like this. And I can use the fishing line or all my jewelry wire I still have left. I could even use wire, but I'm using fishing line. There you go. Can't even tell they're hooked together, but they are. Okay. Now, figure out where I want to hook this last piece, because I already hooked it right here and then right here. So I'm going to hook right here and then right here, and then I will do the center next. The Dollar Tree hooks on these plastic hangers, they do break off. Now I just have socks on. Alright, this is what I did. Just placed my foot right about here. See that? So I'm pressing down on my foot and then just breaking it like that. Okay? That way you don't break this area. Yeah, that's the Polish way. Babcia. Okay, so I have the 4. So here's our center. I'm going to tie here, then tie here, and then tie here. Okay? After that, tie here and tie here. And it will be a long tie. That's why I wanted to use a fishing line, because a zip tie, you're going to see this. Alright? Or pipe cleaner. If you want to use a pipe cleaner, that's fine. Wire. So with the fishing line, you won't see this connected. And yes, I'll wrap it a few times to keep it so it's really nice and strong. Okay? So that's what I'm going to do next. This piece is connected, and then we're just going to lay it on the top like this and adjust it where I want it to sit, and then I will figure out where I will hook it at. And I'm looking at hooking it here and here, and then of course I'm going to have to connect it somewhere right here. Okay, because I want this to stay on, and I do not want to use hot glue. These would connect it right here to these hooks. Okay, so where we broke the hanger off, connect it here. Okay, same with up on this one, connect it there. Beautiful. Okay, now that I secured all these, and you cannot see them, I secured it here through all these, all of this layer, and then all this layer, this one, and this one, this one, and this one, and then the center. Okay, and I just walked around. I did not move this. And once again, secured it all here, all the layers, here, all the layers. Then this one, and this one, this one, and this one. Okay, now I'm just going to work on this last piece right here. I did connect all those, and this is the last one I have to connect. So I will connect here. See this? Slide it through, connect it here and here, there and there. You have to maneuver it a little bit. There you go. And it's very clean looking. Now remember, this is going to have lights on it and be outside. Here's your center. It's the only place I could put it. It's right here on the wall behind my craft table. There you go, Star of Bethlehem. You can't even see where I connected the hangers. This was about an hour and a half project, so give yourself some time to make these. Anything you're going to create from these hangers from Dollar Tree. Spend some time on it. If you get frustrated, walk away. Go grab a cup of coffee. Go talk on the phone to your friends. And come back to it. You'd be amazed what you're going to end up creating yourself. If you haven't already made one of those snowflake hanger designs that were so popular last year, then go find the YouTube channel and she'll show you how to do it. And then she paints. She also paints and adds decoration. I'm not going to do that in this video because this video is long enough. Plus, like I said, I have to go search for some yellow lights. I want yellow. I want to place the yellow down the center, you know, to bring that out a little more. And then maybe white around the back. I'm not sure. I'll do the whole thing in yellow. I'm not sure just yet. But this will be behind my Virgin Mary out in the yard. It's going to look great. All the snow out there. It's going to look real pretty. And it'll light up at night. And it'll highlight the statue too. Because the solar lights aren't working anymore. It's so dark here in Michigan. It doesn't get enough sun sometimes. Or the snow covers the solar lights. This one will be plugged in. I will connect it to an outdoor cord. So once again, thank you very much. Any questions, find me on Facebook at Legacy's Little Luxuries Arts and Crafts. Send me a message. I'll answer it. Or comment below. And please, no rude comments. I just had a rude comment on 2 videos ago and I did erase it. But you have to remember, Miss Legacy's going to take over this channel. And, you know, if you all want to show your true colors to her, fine. Then leave rude remarks. And she'll have your number. And remember, we can always subscribe to your channel and see what else you're posting. But I'd appreciate just positive comments because she is reading them. She's 9. Let's not place doubt in her mind so early in life about the way people act and behave. Okay? Thank you. Bless.